Here we have a CWB38 contactor, 38 amp with a coil that's rated for 208 to 240 volt AC. We're going to change that out today with a coil rated for 120 volt AC, so we can operate this contactor on 120 volts control voltage. So to begin, take a flathead screwdriver, and right here where there's a little arrow, you want to push that down and lift the top at the same time, and it should pop open. You can see now we've got the gap here, and we turn it around and do the same thing on the top of the contactor. Push it in, and once it's loose, orient the contactor so the top is at the top so you can get it back together correctly, and then just flip it over, keep your two pieces oriented. And now the coil is still attached to the top of the contactor. It's a little bit tricky to get that out, but there are little plastic tabs here and here that hold that in, and you have to pry those away gently and lift the coil out. And they are fragile, and you also want to be careful not to nick that tiny little wire that's wound, the coil is wound with right there. So to do so, take a small screwdriver and push the tab away while you're lifting up on the coil, and work each side gently. Once you've got one side loose, come to the other side and push its tab out and lift up, and the last one, the coil should release. Now I just spun the contactor around, so I need to turn it back. So this is the top, the part with the writing of the coil goes to the top as we had it oriented. That also lines up with that little window there. So you want to take your coil out, set it off to the side. Remember how it goes on. If you forget or get disoriented, there are two metal tabs. That's where the power comes into the coil, and it slides into these two little grooves on the coil. That's how it transfers the voltage to the coil. So those little openings should slide onto those metal pins if you kind of get yourself turned around. Take your new coil out. We're going to put it back on just like that coil is, with the writing to the top of the contactor. If the spring comes off, just know that the big end of the spring always goes towards the coil. The small end goes around the armature, the iron piece here. So just put it back on, push until it snaps into place, and then you're just going to fold this back onto the contactor, bottom half, and snap it back together. Do a mechanical test, and it should be good to go. I will cover an electrical test just to make sure it's pulling in as well. Okay, so we just put a 120 volt AC coil in this contactor, so we're going to test it by putting 120 volt AC single phase to the contactor. So on these newer contactors, they're really nice because they've got the coil connections right on top where you can get to them easily. So I'm just going to screw in a couple of test leads into those points. Bottom one's labeled A2. Top one is labeled A1. Then I'll hook up my test power supply to those leads. And then up here I've got the test supply. It can put out 220 or 110. Since we've got a 120, we don't want to do 220. I'm going to switch it over to 110. Contactor pulls in, on and off. If you'd like to see more helpful videos about motors, motor controls, industrial automation, click the like and subscribe button. If you'd like to purchase any of these items, visit our website at caldwellmotors.com.